Welcome to Cigar Audit. I'm Matt, and today I'm here to review the Aroma de Cuba Amor. This is a good, fairly inexpensive cigar, usually between $9 and $11 at your typical brick and mortar store. And today I'm interested in doing this. I've had these before. They tend to be a good medium, sometimes medium full cigar, and very smooth. Some prefer the Aroma de Cuba standard over the Amor, but needless to say, this is supposed to be the next step up from the standard. So the wrapper, as far as the wrapper is concerned, is a box press cigar. This is a Belicoso style. So the size on this one's 5.5 by 54, and I would say it's a nice medium brown colored wrapper. A little toothy, so it's got some texture to it. Fairly tight seams, average veins, nothing too veiny, but it's packed pretty tight. So let's get it cut up. See what it's like. And for those of you new to cigars, you do want to rotate your cigar as you light it. Therefore, it helps get that even burn when you first light. That's important. It looks like it's a pretty good draw here. At first light, I get a very earthy flavor, kind of a grassy earthy. So it's not it's not a deep soil earth, it's a grassy earth. Lots of smoke, some floral notes, which is interesting. I don't remember that. It's been a while since I've had a Amor, but usually on the standard Aroma de Cuba, there's a lot of cream to it. Get a little buttery flavor on the draw, kind of a buttery earth. A slight white pepper with maybe some type of maybe clove on the finish. Similar on that draw too. So far the finish is not very long, but it provides a nice spiciness, a mild spiciness to it, so that you're not overpowered. Sometimes a cigar, the finish can be so overpowering that you almost start drawing the next draw just because you want to clean your palate from all the spice. So far pretty well balanced. Burn looks like it's off a little bit, but it'll probably correct itself. The retrohale is very smooth. Almost no spice at all on the retrohale, which is pretty unheard of for most cigars. You usually get some type of spice there, but no, very smooth. I'm hoping that this gets into a more of a creamy earth instead of buttery earth. I like both, but I prefer cream. Ed's not here to make a joke. That one was definitely a little creamier than the original draw. So I'm going to get further down into the cigar, and once I get past the foot third, I'll be back to see how it progresses. Welcome back to Cigar Audit. I'm Matt here with the La Aroma de Cuba, Mi Amor. So far this cigar is doing very well. You can see that the burn there is quite sharp. Ash is holding fairly well. The first chunk actually dropped off pretty quickly. But anyway, performing very well. Draw is very good. I did forget to mention, since I've been doing so many Cubans lately, what the cigar is made out of. The binder and filler is a Nicaraguan tobacco, and the wrapper is a Mexican Habano, which means Cuban seed wrapper, and is performing very well. I get notes of cocoa and I would say maybe a little bitter dark chocolate at times, and some espresso. So put those together with a little bit of earth. It transitioned from originally kind of a buttery earth more to a little bit of cream, and then into that I would say kind of like a baker's chocolate with very slight pepper on the finish, and some good espresso notes to it. So very, very good quality smoke so far, very smooth. And I don't know if you can see that on the video, but that smoke is beautiful. It's a silky smooth, very similar to the cigar that you're tasting. Draw is very good. It's not too open, and I gotta say I'm very pleased. I do like the creamier side of the La Aroma line, but this one is good. It gives you those cocoa notes, and it gives you those coffee, or I'd say dark coffee or espresso notes. And occasionally on the retrohale, everybody's going to think I'm crazy, you get some green pepper and or bell pepper. So it's a little different. Very rarely do you get that type of note out of a cigar, especially a retrohale, and it's refreshing. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I get that like a green pepper and white pepper together. Very, very nice retrohale. Very rarely do you have one that has no kick to it, and this one doesn't really have any kick to it, and I'm enjoying it immensely. Construction is flawless right now. Nothing to complain about there. It's just a great quality smoke. That draw right there, I just got a little bit more of that buttery cream. So I'm getting some transitions. I'm also getting a little bit of a blend back and forth, which is good. A good sign of a good blended cigar. I expected this to be a good cigar. So far it's performing better than my expectations, with more transitions and more surprise notes in there than I expected. However, they're not out of place. So often you'll smoke a cigar where it'll have this profile, and then all of a sudden something comes out of nowhere. I'm not getting that at all. It all makes sense. So always good to find. Very good, very good. So I'll get further down into the cigar, finish the body third, and I'll be back to check on how it's doing. Matt here with the La Aroma de Cuba, Mi Amor. So far this cigar has done very well. The body third gave me more of a straight cocoa with a coffee note, and kind of a creamy coffee with a finish of kind of a sweet coffee on the end. Spices is essentially nowhere to be found at this point. Maybe a little hint of something like a nutmeg or cinnamon, but nothing as far as a powerful black pepper or anything along those lines. but the burn is very good, razor sharp. The ash is a little flaky, but it's held very well. Typically you're getting a good full inch or so out of it. And nothing to complain about. I was hoping for a little bit more of a transition in this body third. It's very smooth, very rewarding, but not necessarily something that knocks my socks off at this point. Very, very good, but not amazing. I was hoping for one more, big transition, and hopefully I'll get it here at the head third. But at this point, I'm not expecting it. Good smoke, very good smoke. Welcome back to Cigar Audit. Matt here with the La Aroma de Cuba, Mi Amor, and this cigar has performed very well. I'm nubbing it down here at the end, but it's performed very well. The last third progressed a little bit into more of a grassy earth flavor profile. Still some of that cocoa on the background, and I'd say basically an earth with a tiny bit of cocoa on the finish, but the finish is very mild, as it was throughout most of the cigar. Construction was amazing. A couple of times I actually set it down for 8 minutes or so to run inside to do something, and came back, picked up the cigar, started puffing, and immediately this cigar started smoking like crazy. So never had to relight it, and construction is absolutely amazing on this cigar. If I were to nitpick, the ash broke a little bit more than I'd like, but that's about it. But overall, a very pleasant cigar, not overly complex, but very well blended. And so it provides you, logical progressions, but they're minimal progressions. They all are in the same family. You had some vegetal notes that I thought were nice, whether it was the green pepper on occasion or the grassy earth. It was a very pleasant experience and very well balanced. So to rate this cigar, I have to keep in mind that in the pantheon of cigars, you have your 1960s Cubans, and then you have your today's general cigar line or what have you. So I'm going to stick with a number on this of 93. I think it's a very good cigar. I don't think it's a great, amazing cigar. It's certainly not epic. But at the same time, would I pick it up at a shop if I wanted a good smoke? I would. Would I pick this for a few bucks more per stick over the standard La Aroma? I don't know. I don't think it's really that much better. I just think it's different. So it depends on what you're interested in that particular day. But great quality smoke. Really enjoyed it, and I might pick some up and mix it into my rotation. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. And don't forget to visit us at cigaraudit.com. See you next time. Smoke 'em if you got it.